Hi, you guys, and welcome. Welcome to the latest Being Becca Live. Nope, sorry, wrong. Did it wrong already. So I'm really weirded out. It's Monday, you guys, and we're doing Growing Gratitude, which is super weird. I'm going to try it at this day on this time, but I can already tell you that I know my schedule is changing once again. And so Mondays aren't going to be the final time for Growing Gratitude. I got to tell you guys, I'm super struggling. Like, I'm really struggling to find time to do both live streams. So on deck right now is some thoughts about possibly putting gratitude on hold. But I'm going to try one more time. I mean, I guess I tried to separate them in the week, which was the whole idea, was to have one at one point in the week and one at another point in the week. But the way that it's sort of playing out, it's not looking that way for me. So a couple of thoughts that I've had about it are either to go back to Sunday morning, which actually felt like the most authentic time for gratitude for me, like in the time of the week and stuff like that, or to move us to Tuesdays for gratitude, and then have gratitude on Tuesdays and being back alive on Wednesdays, which is like blah. I don't know. So I'm not sure what to do about gratitude yet. So you may very well be watching the very last Growing Gratitude because I don't know how I'm going to fit it all in. At this point, I am looking at for October doing the vet's office on Mondays and Thursdays, autism work on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday over at the shack, which currently means no days off for me. So that's what October is looking like, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to do gratitude in there regularly, but I want to. So I'm going to try and figure it out. I'm going to try and work on it. But just so that you know where I'm at and that my plate is totally overfilled and I am absolutely stretched thin. But I want to keep at it because the YouTube channel is like my little plaything and I love it. I love building it and I love talking to you guys and I love just having a platform to really say the shit that I'm really thinking about. You know what I mean? Anyway, so let's get to the gratitudes because I missed gratitude last week and we didn't get to talk about a bunch of stuff. And I didn't get to talk about my gratitudes out loud and very publicly, which is why I do Growing Gratitude. The whole point is to grow the gratitude in my life so that you guys get inspired to grow the gratitude in yours. And I will tell you that this week it worked backwards. This week, you guys inspired me with your gratitudes to do my gratitude today. And that's because we moved it, right? And a bunch of you still really love Sundays for gratitude. And you very publicly let me know that you guys are still doing your gratitudes, even though I'm not there doing mine. And that just was exactly the point of gratitude. And that was exactly the reason for doing it. And then it worked because it kicked my butt into gear to really think about what gratitudes I was going to talk about this week. So shout out to you guys for that, because that's the way gratitude works. It just does work that way. So let's talk about my gratitudes for this week. I wrote them down on a nice little postie for myself right here, so I can share them with you guys. My first gratitude this week is a giant shout out to fall or autumn, whatever you prefer to call it. But it is that season right now. And it is that time of year. And I am in love. Fall is my favorite, or autumn is my favorite time of year, period. Hey, Bethany, do you have a regular lunch hour where you can eat and do YouTube gratitude at the same time? A little difficult. It's hard to eat and do gratitude at the same time. But I do not have a regular lunch hour. That is not a luxury that I have. When I'm at the vet's office, I get a nice half an hour and literally just have time to eat. And then when I'm doing the rest of my stuff, I don't really have a scheduled lunch hour. It's sort of around 12-ish, 1-ish when I can grab something to eat. That is not a luxury that I have right now. So it's a tough one. But in any case, back to fall, who is my true love, my heart and passion, which is fall. I love it so much. It is compromised by the fact that the seasonal depression sneaks in the fall, but it literally is my favorite season. When I'm not hot, I stop feeling bad about my body, which sounds kind of strange. But when I'm really overheated and very hot and sweaty, I feel even fatter. Like it adds to my body dysmorphia. I just feel fat and gross and I want to be out of my own skin and all of those things. And finally, hey, Bill, welcome. And it finally is here. And when I get that cool, dry, crisp air in my lungs, surrounding my body, I feel cleaner and healthier and thinner. And I just feel better about myself. I don't feel grossed out by the human meat package that carries my brain. And I just love that feeling. And we've just had our first few days of the beginnings of it. And it means so much to me. It gives me the goosebumps to think about it. There's so much sensory about the fall that I love. I love the way the leaves that are changing sound in the wind. I love crunching through fallen leaves in the snow and on the ground and all of that stuff. Love that sound. I love the way all of the way crunching leaves feel in my hand, the way the crisp air feels and smells to me. I just love everything about fall. The sensory experience for fall is my magic. I love it. It invigorates me. It's got Halloween in it, which is my favoriteest. It's got all that spooky kind of creepy feeling that fall has to it. And it means hoodie weather. And really, there's nothing better than hoodie weather. I just need to share that with you. Hoodies are my all-time favorite clothing option. And I absolutely love hoodie season. And so we have arrived in hoodie season. And I am so excited, just so excited for it. So shout out of major gratitude to Not Feeling Hot with the welcome of fall. Come on in, autumn. Can't wait to spend a few months with you. Really looking forward to it. It's just really the time of year that I love the most. So woot for that. Next gratitude goes out to working on Thursdays now. So I started working this week on Thursdays at the vet's office to add some time. And I'm glad that I did, because Thursdays are a 2-doctor day in our office, meaning that, both doctors are in, and that our whole full team comes in then to support the surgeries and appointments of 2 doctors. And it's super fun. It's really fun when we're all there at the same time, doing the same thing, pushing towards the same goals. It's so much fun. We laugh a lot. There's a lot more energy in the office. It's just a fun day. And so I got to experience that today. And so shout out to my team at the vet's office. We had a good time on Thursday, and I'm really looking forward to future Thursdays working with my vet team. I really, really like it. And then the next one I have to give a shout out to is, I don't know, it's just a shout out of gratitude about having a successful event at our little coffee shack. So I didn't get to really share that with you guys about how we have started a whole date night thing here at our little cafe. So it was never really used at night. And what we've decided to do, is to continue adding some night events in. And what we did was a very exclusive, really fancy 7-course meal as a date night in our little cafe. And it was received incredibly well. Everyone had a wonderful time. It went seamlessly. We loved working with the team we were working with. It was such a good time. It went really, really well that we've decided to do it every month. And we are going to do it every month. And so the October one is coming up. And when we announced the October opening, we sold out in 48 hours, you guys. So I'm really proud of us. We have stumbled onto something. It went well. The community's loving it. They're wanting to participate again. And so we're doing it every month. And we're going to do a new theme every month, which is so fun. We did, for September, it was just, fine dining. It was the first one. For October, it's going to be Vincent Price's Gothic Halloween. So we're doing some of his recipes and stuff, which is fun. November, because I live in Colorado, and we are very much infused with Native American culture here in Colorado. There are a lot of reservations still here in Colorado. And so we will be celebrating like a Colorado harvest for November. So we're going to do a lot of the Native American traditional foods that come from around here in Colorado. And we're going to try to explore that for November. Very exciting. And then in December, Antonio is taking charge, and he is doing a Cuban Christmas for us, a traditional Cuban Christmas for December. And so that's what's going on in the coffee shack. And it's super exciting. That, along with our board games, have come in, and we've got them all lined up, and that's all coming in. And so watching it all come together has been super duper ooper exciting. We could use some help, and we've been trying to hire, but as everyone knows, there's sort of a hiring struggle right now in the entirety of America. And so like many small businesses, we are struggling. And so I'm having to put in some days there to make sure that the events go over well, which is awesome. But I am so grateful to my community for showing up, for letting us know their enthusiasm, and for helping support us to continue to grow as a little local business. And so I'm excited about that. And then I guess my very last gratitude this week is sort of an emotional one, but I gotta say, I do a lot of work in this autism sphere. I do a lot of advocating. I do a lot of speaking out and sharing my opinion and creating tools for us so that we exist and we can more than just survive our lives as autistic adults and all kinds of stuff. And I don't get paid back for that a lot. A lot of it I do for free, and a lot of it I don't even get a lot of fulfilling paid backness. I just do it because I know that someone out there is being helped. And on occasion, people reach out. On occasion, they reach out in my messenger, or they directly contact me through the website in an email, or they send me a message some other way, or make a comment on something, or share the stuff that I'm doing. And that lets me know that they're out there and it's working and it's worth it. And all of that work is affecting somebody. It's making change for somebody, all of the stuff that I'm doing. And this week I had a few people do that for me. I had some personal messages come in talking about how my resources are helping to save them, and how, people who were lucky to stumble upon things are feeling grateful for that. And folks that have been following me for a long time are actually beginning to share the stuff that I'm doing on YouTube and the stuff that I'm doing on my page and things like that. And so when I see that prior students are sharing stuff that I'm continuing to do, I get all filled up inside. And when I see new people find me and tell me that the resources that I'm creating not only resonated with them, but have helped them in some way, that fills me up too. And so this last gratitude goes out to you guys. It goes out to the people that stop for 5 minutes to say thank you to me for the stuff that I create, for the folks that share the work that I'm doing because it's affected their lives, so they share it with other people. Thank you to you. And thank you to the folks that comment and do things and share that stuff in some other way with me, that I am touching your life in some way, shape, or form. That is priceless to me. I cannot put a number on it. It cannot help me pay the bills, but it keeps me breathing. It keeps me waking up every day and continuing to do this stuff. It keeps me suffering less from imposter syndrome, if you guys can believe it. But when you pat my back a little bit, and it's not just anybody, it can't be just any pat on the back or any share. It's when it comes from someone who has been personally affected by the work that I do, it means so much to me that I don't even know where to put it anywhere. So I'm putting it here because I don't know where to put it when it comes in, and I feel happy about it and it fills me up, and I don't know how to really properly say that to these people. And so this is my way of saying thank you. It's my gratitude for this week, or all of the people that take the time out of their day and their life to say, hey, back, thanks, man, you did it. I appreciate it. That means a ton to me. And I can't even tell you like where I put that in my life priorities. It's somewhere like above all of the other priorities, because it's something that is so precious that it can't be priced, and it can't be sold, and it can't be any of these things. It's a simple communication between two people. Someone saying, look, this helped me, please try it. And someone else saying, yep, it helped me too, thank you. And that process for me is the biggest reinforcer for me of doing what I do. It's why I keep pushing. It's why I keep creating content. It's why I won't take no for an answer. It's why I ask for sponsors because you tell me you can't afford it. It's why I bust my ass and don't take days off, because I know out there somebody who just wants to lift themselves up from their last fall is reading or hearing or listening. And though they may not have the energy right now to say thank you, at some point down the line, I usually hear from them. And that's what fills me up as a person. And that can't be done with a paycheck or a job or a present or a one-time conversation. I don't know how else to do it except to say that I wish it could suck up the next 15 minutes of gratitude. right? Because that's how big that thank you is from me. So if you were one of the people that this week decided to reach out and message me and say thank you, I thank you back. I cannot tell you how much your messages mean to me. I just can't. Your shares, your thumbs up, all of those things mean a ton to me. But when I get a personal thank you for a very specific thing that I've done, it just means that much more. So thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for taking time out of your days to watch me live doing gratitude, or watch me live doing Being Becca, or if you come to my seminars, or you take my course, buy my t-shirts, or just like my shit and share it. I gotta say, there's nothing else in the world that means anything close to what that means to me. So thank you. That is my biggest gratitude of this week, because it was a tough one. And those were the things that got me through. So I thank you back very, very, very much. And with that, I say to you guys, get out there. If you haven't already done your gratitudes, do them today. Write a little list on a Post-it note. Email it to a friend or a family member. Say it out loud in the woods to nature. But do something to very consciously be grateful for the things that got you through this week, no matter how shitty your week is, because they're there. You just have to identify them. And then it all gets easier after that. So I hope with the rest of your day, you'll do a little bit of that. And then I hope you get out in the world and you seek joy, create joy, share joy, all of the joys. I will be back here on Wednesday. So just in 2 days, I will be back here doing Being Back Alive. And I hope to see you then. I'll also be doing my September seminar. The course already started, but if you are interested in taking the one-off seminars with me, Building Better Boundaries is what's on deck for this month. You can head over to my website to the Self-Defined Living Seminar Series, scroll down to the bottom for the newest one, and you can go ahead and register for that. And while you're on my website, you can check out my Ko-Fi page. You can check out the Redbubble store. You can follow my social media, read the crap I write, and you can even reach out to me through my contact page. I would love to hear from you guys. Always. I'm so sorry, Bernard. I know it's so hard to follow with all of these time changes and changes in my schedule. I really, really, really hope this is the last time. So we will see how that goes. I will see you guys on Wednesday for Being Back Alive. And then, of course, I'll be back next week at some point with the next Growing Gratitude once I figure out my schedule. Oh, okay. I'm going to go take care of the rest of my day. I hope you guys find some joy out in the day today. I will see you out and about on the interwebs. As always, your thumbs up, let me know if I'm doing a good job with the content, and your thumbs down, tell me the opposite. Your comments and shares mean the world to me. So please help me grow this channel, because it's my little baby and I just want to see it get bigger and bigger and bigger. I love connecting with you guys this way. Have an amazing, amazing day. I will see you on Wednesday for the next Being Back Alive. Bye, guys. Have a good one.